Alright, I don't know what happened there. College Wi-Fi acting up. Luckily, it happened in qualifying and not in the main race. Hopefully, we won't miss out on too much action in qualifying. We join back. There's still 3 minutes left. A few people on the lap as Stefan takes to the runoff at Ascari. He's going slowly. He needs to make sure to get out of the way of the Haas that is coming up to him of Edwin, who is on a hot lap. He will get out of the way. Edwin onto the grass coming up to the line. Will go P5. As Nuo is on a hot lap. Rojo just finishing his up. He goes up to second. Just a 10th off of pole position. That will be his qualifying over as Edwin cuts the chicane, which is, I believe, illegal and can be penalized for that. Just trying to hurry back to the pit lane. Will he cut Ascari as well? He will. Have to look at the rule book, but I believe cutting the track on purpose to ensure that you make it to the line is illegal. That might be a quali ban then for Edwin. Rojo just getting started for his lap. Like Fatality just started his lap. We're right on board with him. They're yellow flags to kick Sauber going slowly. Kev as Mr. Bean has retired from the session. So he gets out of the way. Nice and neat. Rojo will not be able to go out on another lap. Edwin also not going out. Not sure why they cut 2 corners as they just retired from the session. It's going through the final corner. Fatality is coming up to the line. Where's he gonna go? P10. Alex is currently on a hot lap. Can he improve his pole time? I predicted that pole will be a low 19 to a high 18. As Alex goes 2.5 tenths quicker in the first sector. He keeps that up, he would be on for a low or a high 18, excuse me, but he makes a slight mistake coming out of the second right-hander. He had to have lost some time doing that. He did. He lost a 10th. Now he's only a 10th and a half up, pushing it through Ascari on the limit. As CWN Boy goes 5th place, 3.5 tenths off of provisional pole. But can Alex improve his pole time? He was a tenth and a half up heading into the third sector, and he will improve it by almost 2 tenths. He does a 19.2. Zytex, his closest rival, who is still on a lap, is only about 2.5 tenths up. He needs over 3.5 tenths. He has to find over a tenth in this short final sector. K. Mossy crosses the line, only goes a tenth quicker, will stay down in 16th place. Cytex heads up to the line. Where will he go? He will go on pole position by 0.05 of a second. That was a very good final sector by Zytex to nab pole position off of Alex. This Epic Toast is out of fuel. He is our last runner in qualifying. We are waiting on him. He will just make it up to the line. So it is Zytex on pole. Another close call for him. Yeah, the Ferrari, all the Ferrari powered engine units sound terrible now. I mean, I think if you take out like the staticky part, I would say it does sound better. But it's like, I don't know, I think it's I am from the United States. Whoever asked that, specifically Kansas, kind of in the middle of it. So it is currently 2 p.m. for me. Well, I believe if you're in the UK, it is 8 p.m. So after this, most of you guys are going to go probably hang out with your family, hang out with friends. I have homework yet to do. I don't believe, luckily, I don't have any meetings tonight. But, yeah, from the US. Why is this called Kansas and that one is called Arkansas? Um, trying to remember. Oh, as it is 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away X4 goes. I will answer your question in just a second. So there's going to be chaos on this first lap. They go 3 wide in the background. Will there be any major collisions? Doesn't look like it, as there's some ghosting, but it seems like everyone gets through there relatively unscathed. As there's a pass for the lead, Alex gets ahead of Zytex. Zytex trying to fight back, barely gets alongside him, but he gets clipped off by Alex, who takes the lead. So there is more fighting in the background. As Miko goes off the road, so does Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean crashed there in qualifying, I believe. I can try and call him Zytit. I will try and remember. Mr. Bean on the back foot now, as Alex is getting hounded by Zytit, going towards the final corner. Massive train, as that was a Ferrari heading straight for the barrier. Not sure if he tried to DNF purposely or if he just went off at Ascari. He has some front wing damage. As Stefano goes for a pass on your championship leader. So there's a VSC as Mr. Bean DNFs. It has not been a good weekend for him. He crashes at Ascari. So Miku comes in for a wing change, goes on to hard tires. I highly doubt anyone will come in and pit during this time. Well, let's look and see what tires everyone on. Everyone is on tires. Yeah, everyone is on tires. Jesus. Everyone is on mediums except for Adam and, of course, Miko, who had to come in and repair his wing. Pitting for hards now could be the move. I honestly don't know how long hards can last here. I haven't played this game in forever. As we go back to racing, that was a relatively quick VSC. Rojo immediately goes for a move on Ryan. Ryan backs out of it. Nuo's going to try and take advantage of that too and get past the Alpine. In the slipstream, he will get it done. It is a massive DRS train from first all the way down to 12th place. Zytek's under pressure from Rojo. They're 2 by 2 coming out of the first chicane. Zytex will remain in second. Rojo in third, Nuo in fourth, and Ryan in fifth. Stefan in sixth, Kev in seventh, CWN Boy in eighth, Vitality in ninth, Edwin in 10th, YRL in 11th, and Tobias rounding out the points paying positions in 12th. I measure tire wear in freedom units, which can be bald eagle, hamburger. I mean, occasionally barbecue ribs. Might measure it, and it's some other way. As Snipsy and Miko may be having a coming together, as Snipsy boxes for hard tires, so maybe he's listening to the stream, trying to make me his race engineer, but it didn't really work out great. We'll cut back to the leader, who broke a second from Zytex, but Zytex must have better straight line speed because he caught back up within a second, as it's 3 wide momentarily heading out of the first chicane. It is still the top 12 who can be essentially covered by a blanket, all within 5 seconds, as Snipsy already gets a 3-second time penalty. As there's a yellow flag, someone goes off in the background. I believe it was CWN Boy. I wonder what happened there. Wish we could see replay, but that cannot happen with this game. So you still have Alex leading the way. Zytex, importantly, back within his DRS, as Snipsy boxes again, going onto soft tires. Not sure what this strategy is, but he's going to come out right where the leaders are coming out, so he needs to make sure to get out of their way. And it looks like he will kind of slot in between 5th and 6th place, but those blue flags really going to ruin his race as he pulls over, it looks like. He takes the runoff to let everyone through. Now the top 5 have kind of broken away. Stefan has lost the arrest to Nuo. Kev, battling with Fatality, has almost lost it to Stefan as well. Stefan really pushing, trying to get back into it. Big slide coming out of the first right-hander. He will not get DRS. These top 5, if they work together, which I highly doubt, they can break away from the rest of the pack and kind of solidify their position. As Zytex makes a mistake in a Scary, didn't quite see what was going on. I was looking at chat, but he falls from 2nd down to 5th. as Miko now has a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. I'm going to guess he cut the first chicane, took to the runoff, and EA did not appreciate that. So there's fighting in the background. Luigi's Fin goes past Tobias, who's side by side. CWM boy. As Luigi's Fin goes for another move, tries to make it 2 in one corner, it will not work. So he might lose out to CWM boy now. But back up front, it is what we saw in the sprint. There's a train of top runners, and then it's split. But now the two trains have come together. Kev has breached the gap and is now within DRS of the top runners. Importantly, Alex now outside of DRS of Rojo, and Ryan has now lost DRS to Rojo. As Miko retires from the session, not surprised by that. He would need 3 or 4 miracles to finish within the points, giving up early. Now, Kev must have made a mistake coming out of Iscari. Now he is down into 8th position, defends from YRL, as Ryan looks like makes a mistake. He's lost 2 positions, so Zytek's back up to 4th. Nuo now up to 3rd. So there is now a train from 3rd all the way down into 10th. And then from 11th, there's another train of 5 cars fighting for the final points paying positions as Luigi's Fin, it's all crossed up coming out of the second chicane. CWM almost goes for a move on him, but thinks better of it. Important to not lose DRS to those guys in front of him. If you lose DRS, you can lose a lot of time per lap, especially around Italy. As there's a mistake from the McLaren of Snipsy. That would be, and Snipsy is out of the session now. And that is going to be a safety car. Will anyone pit? It looks like I would guess everyone would. 6 laps in, the tires are starting to go off. See, Aston Martin's fatality is going to lose out big here. He's having to double stack. Nuo speeds in the pit lane. Kev speeds in the pit lane. So 2 front runners now have penalties. Nuo and Kev both have 10-second penalties. It's really going to hinder their race. What tires does everyone go on? Mostly hards, but Zytex and Kev both go on mediums. Luigi's Fin and Adam stay out. I wonder what... So Kev going for a 2-stop now. Same with Zytex. Not sure if that's going to work out. Zytex says he doesn't have another pair of softs. He's going to need another safety car. I would probably say in 4 or 5 laps. As he would have to go onto hards. Your sprint winner makes a big mistake in the pit lane. Kev, I would assume, has a pair of softs, although I wouldn't be surprised if he goes ahead and pits again to get rid of the 10-second time penalty and put on the hard tires. See, if he will do that, in my opinion, that is the smart option. it would put you on the one stop with everyone else, but you need to get rid of the 10-second penalty, and he does so. Nuo also comes in to get rid of the 10-second time penalty. He might have to pit again to go back onto the hard tires. So it appears that's what he's going to do. He has the soft tires out. Those will definitely not make it. As Kev goes on to the hards. No, Nuo goes on to mediums. So maybe he will try and extend the mediums to the end. But I just don't think they will make it. But this is going to be a very interesting restart. As Kev tried to beat Ellen out of the pit lane. Didn't quite work. Has to give the position away. It's going to be an interesting restart though, because Adam and Luigi's Finn are on older tires. These front runners are going to be eager to get past them, because if Alex gets past both of them while Rojo, Zytex, and everyone else cannot, Alex can walk away with this win. So safety car will stay out for another lap. No, it's not. It's coming in this lap. And every time I try and say something, it comes out false. So I'm going to predict that there will be a massive crash into turn 1. So hopefully everyone gets out unscathed. But I highly doubt that will happen. As Adam decides to go now, it's not a great restart. Alex is already passing Luigi's Finn. They are 3 wide in the background. Will Adam keep first place? Yes, he will. Luigi's Finn gets tapped. He keeps his position on Ghost now. Alex needs to try and get past Adam at this chicane. He can win. I mean, I think he can pull away easily if he gets past, but no, he doesn't. He locks up Rojo with a ballsy moves, gets past Luigi's Finn, as now Cabe Mossy has a 3-second time penalty. As Zytex makes a slight mistake, he loses the position to Stefan. As there's a massive crash in the background. 3 cars around. There's a Haas, a Williams of Nuo in the background around. I think they just got stacked up by Zytex making the slight mistake. As Adam and Alex, they have already broken DRS to Rojo. Alex is not going to make the move in the final corner. He's going to wait until the main straight. He has more ERS than Adam. He's already on the power trying to get past it. But does Adam have less downforce? It appears so. Adam is quicker on the straight line and will keep the position for an entire lap. It's heading in the background. They are just going one by one through the first turn. Everyone makes it through safe and sound. Back up front though, Alex needs to get past Adam as soon as possible. As Rojo is now within DRS of Alex and Adam. Yes, Alex makes the move here, but crucially, Rojo has DRS from the pair. So now Alex has to hope that Adam will fend off Rojo for at least a lap and let him get 2 or 3 seconds on him. Is back here. They might go 3 wide into the final corner. They just about. As impressive work, I will say, from Luigi Sven and Adam by how much they have stayed with this pack. I really expected them to drop off massively. I mean, it doesn't really work at many tracks, but Italy with such powerful DRS and so little downforce tire wear, I mean, while it is still important, it doesn't matter as much as Rojo gets past Adam. Will he get back within DRS of Alex? It does not appear that he will. Yes, no DRS for Rojo. The top two break away. A massive train for fourth place is forming up. It goes from fourth all the way down to 15th place. I believe that is 12 cars then in this train. It's Adam staying in third for now, but he's going to get caught up by this pack. They've already caught him by 2 or 3 tenths in the final sector. There's no one really making the move, although the Red Bull tries to make a dive bomb, backs out of it though. Stays in the final points paying position. As Alex and Rojo break away from Adam, still has to be caught by Ryan. As Rojo gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That is very important to the battle for the win. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. Is now essentially Alex has, it doesn't really matter if Rojo gets within Alex's DRS because he has that 3-second time penalty. Unless there's an incident where he got shoved off and he can get a warning removed. I mean, it's smooth sailing now for Alex. His only worry will be a safety car, or if Rojo does catch up to him, he gets taken out. Not necessarily taken out, but crashes. As Ryan is being attacked by Zytex. As Edwin is out of this race, retires in the pit lane, and leaves the session. That leaves 16 runners left in this race on lap 14. As Zytex now within DRS of Adam, as Kev gets a 3-second time penalty. There must have been contact or something because they were just within DRS of 7th place, and now they are a 1.5 behind. So I wonder if there was contact that forced Kev off track to get that time penalty. So he might be able to get that removed if he turns it into the stewards after the race. The two Mercedes are now 3 and 4. I would expect Adam to play the team game, let Zytex through, but maybe they won't because Zytex has to make another pit stop. So they are both on, well, they're both on an alternate strategy. Adam going long, Zytex going for a 2-stop, thinking that he had a pair of softs, but he does not, as Zytex gets half turned by his teammate. I think Adam received a bump from Stefan, and that caused him to hit Zytex as well. So they almost go 3 wide up at front, but they all figure it out. But all of this fighting between this group is really letting Rojo and Alex walk away. That was on his own, so it was a mistake by Zytek. That's a costly mistake. He's lost 4 positions. And more importantly, Adam cannot play a roadblock for him. That would be my guess of what they would have done. Zytex maybe would have given Adam DRS on the second DRS spot, and if not, Adam would have tried to slow down the group as much as possible to let Zytex walk away and hopefully build up a little bit of a gap that would allow him to pit. So we have yellow flags as Tobias crashes at Iscari. No visible damage, but there is dirt all over his car. He must have just gone off. Now there is a train led by the Alpine of Ryan. As Tobias is out, there's a safety car. This saves Adam and Zytex. While Zytex will lose time in the double stack, he won't lose nearly as much as he would have if he had the box again. And more importantly, with 11 laps to go, softs will not make it. So either the leaders have to stay out on their old hards or they have to come in for mediums. But for Alex and Rojo, this is the last thing that they wanted to see. Leading a race, you never want a safety car because you are in possession of the race. You can control the pace. But now with the safety car, you're going to come under pressure as Alex stays out. Same with Rojo. As Ryan comes into the pit lane, same with Stefan, same with Adam. Fatality stays out. I'm not surprised by that. He would have lost out massively. As Zytex gets a 10-second penalty, but I think he was hit by Kev. I thought I saw damage. I don't know if Kev just didn't ghost yet on my screen, but that might be another costly mistake by Zytex. Well, Zytex, it sounds like you were hit by Kev. Can you confirm that for us in the Twitch chat? To have a little bit of maybe a radio playing. I'm just having to translate it. Yes, Kev rear-ended Zytits. I would guess that you can get that removed. And I feel like that's pretty unfair if it were to not be removed by the FIA. That wasn't your fault. That was on Kev for braking too late and hitting you, causing you to go too fast in the pit lane. Now Kev, he might have slight wing damage from that. It doesn't appear so visually, but knowing this game, he might have minor wing damage. But around a low downforce track like Italy, that probably won't affect him too much. See, top 5 all out on old hard still. But everyone else behind is on fresh tires except for Ellen, who is ghosted. She may have left the session actually, so that might be an AI. As Kev pits again, so he might have wing damage. We'll see if I'm right here. As he does. No, he doesn't. He's just coming in to go onto softs. And he must have a speeding in the pit lane penalty as well. And that's why he's serving it. I don't think the softs will make it though. They're gonna be very worn at the end. One thing that will help Kev is that it's lower fuel now. means less wear on the tires. He's really making sure not to spin them under safety car. He's wanting to preserve them as much as he can. Let's take a look at what penalties everyone has. Rojo, K. Mossy, CWM, and Kev all have 3-second time penalties. Zaititz has a 10-second time penalty, although that should be removed since it was not his fault. He was hit in the back by Kev the Slice, which caused him to speed. I don't believe you can serve it under safety car, Zaititz. I don't believe you can. Oh, you're saying I can't get it removed if it's under safety car. I mean, I would... Safety car is in this lap. That is super late. What is this game doing? Why did it not say it earlier? Zaititz will not have the chance to come in and even take off the penalty if he wanted to. Besides, he doesn't want to. As now, Alex goes on the restart. The top 5 on old tires. Stefan already gets past. So what is what is CWM doing? He let by 4 or 5 people. Now it is only the top 4 that are on old tires. Adam needs to make the most that he can of this first lap where DRS is not enabled. Try and power past them. As Rojo took a shot for the lead, it doesn't quite work out as Adam is on the gearbox of K. Mossy. He's going to try and get past as there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. I believe CWM went off. Now he's all the way down in 14th. Just on the restart, he was in 5th. Adam not close enough to make a move. As Stefan gets a 3-second time penalty. That will be huge. So with not many laps left, this field will probably not spread out that much. Zaititz gets past Epic Toast, who is on slightly older mediums. YRL also gets past him, although importantly for Zaititz, he's not within DRS range of 7th place. But back at the front, there's a change for the lead. Maybe, yes, there is. Rojo gets the advantage, gets the jump. As now Adam is going to try and go round the outside of Fatality. It will turn into the inside for this next corner. Rojo now is defending. There's some contact made in the background. They're going 3 wide in the background between Ryan, Stefan, and K. Mossy, but they figure it out. They'll ride on board with Adam at the back of this 4-car train currently. Even extends further back. He's thinking about going for the move. Oh, he slightly taps Fatality. Luckily doesn't spin Fatality out, so that shouldn't be a penalty, as Fatality didn't really lose any time. And it doesn't look like Adam got any wing damage from that. As a slight lockup from Ryan takes him wide, Stefan might take that opportunity and try and get past him here. As Nuo sets the fastest lap on softs all the way down in the 11th. As Alex goes for the lead again. Can he make it stick? Is that Adam? Yes, Adam half spun. Not sure if that was by contact or on his own. But now he is all the way down in 6th place. He's lost 2 positions off of that. As Alex retakes the lead. Actually, no, he doesn't. Rojo takes it back from him. Alex thought about sending it up the inside through this double right-hander. Thinks better of it. He's waiting for the DRS on the back straight. The 3-second time penalty for Rojo, though, currently would kick him all the way down to 11th place, although with 2 other people, or 3 other people with time penalties, he would be 8th. So there's a long train of cars, 1st through 11th. Now, excuse me, 1st through 13th, as Rojo weaves the Aston Martin and the RB fly by. Fatality is into the lead. CWM pits and he gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As Adam trying to get past Stefan now. There's a little bit of contact made. Adam doesn't have much ERS, taps the back of Stefan slightly. Makes him a little bit slow. And now Zytex is on the rear of Adam once again. But back up front, will Alex make a move here, or is he just going to try and stick behind him? Looks like he's going to stick behind him. As they might go 3 wide. Almost do. It's a Red Bull and the Alpine go side by side through Ascari. As now they're 3 wide, momentarily heading down into the final corner. Rojo trying to break the slipstream of Ryan. It might have actually lost him more time than it would have just allowing Ryan to be in his slipstream. As now it's only the top 8 in a DRS train. And then you have 9th through 13th fighting for the last points paying positions. Zytex tried to go for a move on Stefano. It does not work out. As Kev the Slice gets past Epic Toast into the last points paying position. The Aston Martin of Stefano gets a little, the back end steps out just a little bit. Now Zytex has the opportunity to possibly make a move. There's a little tap through Ascari. Looks to have upset Stefano's car. Stefano running out of battery. Can Zytex make it stick on the outside? He can't quite. Oh, as there's more contact between the two. Both have DRS. But Zytex is going to power pass for now, but now Stefano's on the inside, and up ahead there's a pass for 2nd place. As Ryan is looking to get past both of these guys. Did he get to the outside of Rojo? Not quite. He's still side by side with Fatality. As now Zytex gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So more people accumulating penalties now in this race. Back up front, Alex is almost broken out of DRS. As now YRL has also a 3-second time penalty. And yes, Alex has broken DRS from Rojo now. I don't believe Rojo will have DRS here. No, he doesn't. And with Rojo almost out of battery, this might be Ryan's chance to get past him. He's not burning any ERS though. He's going to stick behind him for now. there was contact, it looks like, between Adam Wyrell and Stefano, as Stefano loses 2 positions and goes momentarily. K. Mossy might be looking to go for a move on Luigi's fin. Dives up the inside. Does he leave the space? I believe he left enough space, as now Rojo has totally lost DRS from Alex. Rojo shouldn't fight this. It's in his best interest now to kind of let Ryan catch back up with Alex and tow him along. Alex burning his ERS, trying to get into the DRS range of Alex, as there's a yellow flag. A Red Bull off. K. Mossy spun. May have been contact. Now with 2 laps to go. Rojo gets past Ryan again. Fatality and Zytex have both caught back up to the train for second place, for the battle for second, although Zytex might be out of DRS here. Currently, with Rojo's 3-second time penalty, he would drop down to 4th place off of the podium as he almost loses the back end. So they're coming on to the final lap. I believe Ryan is still going to be outside of Alex's DRS. He's in it momentarily, but back out of it again. Alex is burning his battery, trying to stay in. What's happened now? How is Alex 4th now? And Stefano spins around. I'm not sure what happened, but Alex now is in 4th place. And Rojo now is in the lead of this race, with Ryan and Fatality fighting for second behind him. It's going to be a 5-way fight for the win, although 2 of them have penalties and are therefore not in the fight, as Alex goes for a move. Oh, he gets shoved out. He gets spun around into the wall. He is out of this race. So he went from leading onto the last lap, somehow fell on back into 4th, and is now out of this race. It looks like Zytex made contact with him. Now Rojo with 40% battery. Fatality has less than 10%. Ryan also with less than 10%. It's going to be Rojo who crosses the line as the provisional winner. But because of his 3-second time penalty, the win is going to go to J Fatality. He wins at Monza. Ryan, your championship leader, will come in 2nd. Rojo will stay on the podium in 3rd. Adam will come in 4th. Nuo in 5th. Epictos in 6th. Luigi's Fin, in 6th. Epictos in 7th. Kev the Slice in 8th. Zytex comes home in 9th due to his 10-second time penalty. If he can get that removed, he would be reinstated into 4th place. K. Mossy comes in 10th. CWN will come in 11th with 16 seconds of penalties, and Ellen, who's controlled by an AI for about half the race, will end up finishing in the points position. But I do not believe Ellen will score points since they left the race willingly. I believe she left willingly. Or they were left willingly. But if it was a disconnect, and they just couldn't rejoin, they might still score that 1 point. But Ryan will extend his championship lead. He was already leading by 21 points coming into Monza over Edwin. Edwin comes home in 11th in this race. That's only 2 points. Came in 6th. I'm not sure the sprint points format, but Ryan extends his championship lead massively. Would have extended it even more if not for the mistake in the sprint. But Fatality comes out scoring the most points. The points shown on screen is slightly different than the points that ExA runs, but it's close enough. I think he'll get a little bit more than 30 points, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've looked at how the points redistribute. But that was X4 round number 5, I believe. Yes, round number 5 around Monza, the sprint weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. This was my second time commentating. The first time, my Wi-Fi was being absolute dog water, and I ended up only commentating qualifying and a few laps of the race. So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the positivity, and we'll see you tomorrow. Uh, Not sure who races tomorrow. I believe it's X2 and X4, but tune in tomorrow, or if there's a race. See you guys.